everyone. My name is RJ Kang, pastor here at the Presbyterian Church of Palatine. And today I have special guest, Mirabelle, who has been a blessing to our church. And I wanted to introduce her to all of you and to learn more about the United African Organization that we have been supporting for the past 3 season teams. And so, let's turn to Mirabelle. Welcome.
Thank you,
We're
Pastor.
so happy to have you.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
So, Mirabelle, if you would just briefly explain to our church members and our faith community, and hopefully this will be extended to other people, just explanation of what does UAO do?
Oh, wow. Thank you for asking that question. We're United African Organization services immigrants from Africa and, well, not limited, but everybody that comes in through our door. Immigrants and refugees particularly, we have different programs. So we have the legal department, which is the immigration and citizenship department, and we have family support department. Then we have an advocacy team as well. So all the different teams help the organization with the special areas of need.
That's really, we had no idea
Right.
until we were blessed with having one of the young men who just happened to walk into our church and who was a Cameroon refugee.
Right.
And that's how we got connected, right? Because you were helping him.
Yes.
And in turn, we found out more about your organization, and we found opportunities to work with you and doing what we can to assist you.
Yes.
And one of the main reasons why I thought this come so much more coming from you than it would be from me was in our conversation is the typical question that we would get is, as a small church, what we do, does it make a difference?
Absolutely. You've done a lot already, and I'm happy and excited because you guys just came out, and open your hearts to the community that you didn't know. And I was surprised and I was excited at the same time because I was new to the church. And when I shared with you a little bit of what I was doing, and after meeting Derek through you and the church and Brother Michael, that just opened a huge door. The church have been really supportive, especially we had the women event, which there were purses donated by the church ladies. That was really, really a big event, and that was not just big, but it was very meaningful to those women who received those gift bags. These are people who have arrived and have nothing to, just nothing, and then you give them these beautiful, expensive purses as a gift. So not only that, you also donated diapers and wipes as well as food donation from this church. So I really am grateful, and I hope that the congregation knows and understand how important it is to reach out to somebody you don't know. The excitement and just the joy and the smiles on their faces tells me, and their prayers too. That's one important thing that you would think, oh yeah, did this person really know? They're actually praying for you as an individual and praying over the gifts that you give and asking God to bless your family and bless those that took their time to give that contribution.
What really touched me when you had spoken to the Easter team was when you shared a story of, it still moves me, mom who was just had an infant,
Yes.
her journey.
Yes.
Can you share her journey?
Oh, absolutely. So when was this? I think this was somewhere in the middle of 2021. I was in the office that day, and I had a client who came to the office with a baby, husband and wife and a baby. And they didn't have anything. They didn't have a diaper bag or anything, but they had this baby. And I asked them, oh, where's the baby bag? He said, oh, we don't have a bag. What do you mean a bag? I'm like, a baby diaper bag for the baby. And there was no diaper bag. And I asked them also, what have you been doing? He said, oh, we had the baby in the jungle in Panama, and we've traveled all the way with nothing. When the baby needs to be cleaned up, we just wash the baby. And I said, well, you wash the baby? What do you mean? He said, we just go to the bathroom and wash the baby and wipe her, and we keep going. I said, for how long has this been? They said 4 months. So the baby was 4 months old. Wow. This baby had not seen the doctor, have no diaper bag, and nothing special. And at that moment, I had just came back from one of our partners that gives us baby stuff. I packed a bag together and I put all these amazing things inside. And that changed the moment for me because I'm a mom. And I'm thinking, how can I just wash my baby and go, hoping that I will see water to wash her the next time, I need to clean her. And that's where one of the programs that we have through the Family Support Service department called Mom and Babies came about, which was a program we donated the diapers and all the baby stuff through. And I started that program, and we have been able to provide clothing, diapers, strollers, and all the baby things that you can think of because of that moment.
Can you share with us their experience when they ended up in the detention center?
Well, when they travel through through South America, for those that make it, right? When they get to a detention center, when they are released, they have to go somewhere, and some people don't have a place to go. And what I don't know, our name is somewhere out there as an organization, so they will make a phone call and ask for help. And when they ask for help based on where they are, we are able to assist in welcoming them to Chicago or to Illinois, and then figure out where they will be placed. And because we have partnership with churches and other organizations, we reach out to them to figure out if they can help resettle them for 3 to 6 months, while we figure out the next thing in terms of their legal documentation and work permit and social security in order for them to start working, right, and take over that process. So it's a process, and they need basically everything, because when they arrive with just whatever. It could be just a piece of paper, the document from detention centers. Right. If you are lucky to still have a backpack, or if somebody is there to pick you up from the detention center the day they release you and put you in the flight, they might give you a backpack or something to wear, or hopefully what you wore is still okay. Yeah. And we have to start from as basic as what can you wear? Do you have a bag to put even your documentation inside? Right. Not to talk of finding a home for them. Yeah.
What really moved me was when you shared a story of detention center being so crowded that they took turns standing up. So some people, especially like the young mom, could actually lay down to sleep. Yes. So they were taking turns doing that. And I don't think any one of us could have imagined such thing in this country. And the fact that that's what they went through, with the hope that they could come and they arrive in Chicago as one of the locations and to seek help, is just really powerful. And I find our church grateful to have this opportunity to work with you, because it's an opportunity given to us to serve God.
It's an opportunity for us to have somebody who cares, right? Because at the end of the day, it's not whether you are black or white or Asian, it's whether you are a human being first. And when we look at life and we look at it from a human perspective, then we are able to overcome all the other things that stop us from reaching out and getting to know the other person. I don't only help people who are from Africa, we help people across the board. If any mother shows up and they need a diaper for their kids, I'm happy to serve them. I encourage them to come back. I don't need to know where you are from. I don't need to know, your background. I just need to know that you're a mom and you need help.
Mm.
Because at the end of the day, we just want that child to be okay too, just like our own kids are okay.
Yeah.
And so I do this work because I look at it from that perspective of you are another human being, and that's where I want it to be. I don't want to look beyond that. Then I'll start finding things that don't matter to me, but I want to look at the things that matters to God.
Yes, yes. Well, Mirabel, thank you so much. And I am just thrilled to have you worshiping with us in our church community as well.
We are happy, and I remember when I first came here, I said, this is a great space, and my girls loved it here, and they always look forward to. One thing I wish for is I wish the church had a school, because I'm looking forward to putting them in school. I'm like, gosh, I want them to be in an environment where they're learning how to love people through the eyes of God.
Right.
And be in that environment where it's empowering, and not only that, but with people who cares about individuals as human beings, and not about their skin color, not where they come from, or know what they do. And we want to train our kids from that, level up, rather than point fingers. But it's important that they learn and be in that kind of environment where people care about one another. And thank you and the congregation for opening your hearts, for opening, going beyond what other people think it might be, but just looking at us as individuals and putting our hands together when we need each other. So I appreciate that, and I appreciate you for making it happen. Yeah.
Well, PCOP community and all the people out there who's watching this video, I just want to let you know that UAO, United African Organization, are always looking for opportunities to serve the people, including Ukrainians, you said.
Yes.
And so I hope that you will support our mission. Each season team has different things that they're doing. Our Pentecost One season team is collecting food, and we hope to continue this partnership and work with you and work with your clients in serving Christ, which is our ultimate goal. Thank you, everyone.